The opening shot on the blue, 2 from the break, set this opportunity up. It was not an easy table layout. He had to break out a cluster of balls, then play a combination.
It's the first break and run from either player since Capito had one in the opening rack, and whatever momentum there is, it's with him at the moment. He's won 3 of the last 4 and is now back level for the first time since it was 1-all. It's now 4 each. So you've had quite a couple of weeks, Carl. You played in this event. You also played in the Scottish Open, where you had some good wins, most notably over Albin Ocean. That really raised some eyebrows. With all that in mind, when might we see you with cue in hand again?
I'm still waiting for my invite for the World Championships. It's not come in the post just yet, Michael. But in all seriousness, it's been fun this week, but difficult to do both. To focus on playing your match and then come in the comms if you ever went really deep. Just feel like you can't really focus on your match properly, so it's not a good mix. Might leave it alone for a few. Who knows? Don't have the answers.
Now the magic never leaves you, does it? This was Carl Naderberg of Estonia.
Thank you, Rack 9. Robbie Capito
emerging the winner of the Clash of the Corals. I think we'll see you again soon, Carl. I think you're trying to talk yourself into it. In proper order. 4-all then.
Well, looking at the replay, I think I better get to the gym before I get back to the pool table. Crikey.
Just go for a few runs in Saudi Arabia next month, and the heat out there, you'll sweat it out of you in a few days.
I think I'll set me and Phil Yates a regime, some sort of plan. Well, we're at 4 apiece. Capito keeping this same rhythm up, looking so focused, in the zone.
I remember being out on the arena floor last night in the last rack of his match against Joshua Filler, and I've never really seen anything like it. The heavy breathing, looked like his head was spinning, but all credit to him for not being stopped by that. Just feels like it was a huge leap forward for him yesterday to beat probably the 2 best players in the world at the moment, who've just played each other in a great World Masters final in the same day. The belief that will give him going forward into the World Championship and all subsequent events. You can't buy that. And this looks like being a very swift rack.
Another swift rack here for Capito as he glides around the table.
Back-to-back break and runs. That's been a rare commodity this week with these tight pockets, but it's the 3rd time he's run out from the break already in this final, and Robbie Capito is back into the lead at 5-4.
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
Robbie Capito from Hong Kong was 4-2 down in this Bet-Victor UK Open final against Poland's Mieszko Fortunski. Since then, he's won 3 in a row, and it hasn't taken him long to do it. Back-to-back breaking runs in the last 2 have swept him back into the lead at 5-4.
The break come at the wrong time for Capito. He was in the zone. He's just had to sit there for 2 or 3 minutes and take it all in.
Yeah, first dry break of the match from either player.
Blue 2's the problem here. How does he get on the blue 2 from there? He's gearing up for something. You can see the way he's preparing for the shot. Tried to go around the back of the 8.
Extension called.
How about this for a safety? Had to avoid the kiss on the way back. What a shot. The Butcher.
Playing for high stakes tonight, Carl.
Extension call.
I'd say he's laid a butcher's hook.
Kind of getting away with it at the minute, not leaving anything easy. Even off the dry break, it was awkward to get on the 2 ball. This is still awkward as well. Easy kick though, off the side rail.
Wow, how about that for a bit of fortune? If you were watching the football earlier, you'll know there was an unbelievable storm at Old Trafford during the big Premier League match. I think it's arrived here in Telford. The rain hammering on the roof here.
Needs to hit a rail.
Ball in hand.
Yep, no rail after contact.
Please start the clock.
4-2 up Fortunski was in this match, so Capito, well, he's won the last 3. He's got ball in hand. All the balls are in the open.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, a chance to lead by 2 for the first time in the match. Get to 6, which is almost halfway to victory. European Mosconi Cup stars have won the 2 previous stagings of the UK Open, Joshua Filler and Eklund Kachi. In fact, Capito is the only non-European to even reach the final in these first 3 stagings of the tournament.
I like the way he walks around the table. I like the pace of play. You know, he just gets on with it, doesn't he? I know we've seen him get to the beeps quite a lot, but he just seems to be making his mind up pretty quick, and he's round on the next shot.
But it wasn't always like that, was it? Because I remember watching him maybe 2 or 3 years ago in matches where there wasn't a shot clock, and he felt he could really do with injecting a bit more pace into his game back then. I guess the point is, if you can play a bit quicker, if you have the ability to incorporate that into your game, it's always a good thing, isn't it?
Well, they always say in Q sports, you know, at the top level, your instinct usually is the correct shot.
And his instincts are serving him very well at the moment. That's 4 in a row. This final has been turned on its head. Capito leading by multiple racks for the first time in the final. Yeah, if you're wondering what the Reyes Cup is that we're talking about, well, the Mosconi Cup is probably the most famous event in Nineball among the general public. It's been around since 1994. Europe against the USA every year since then. And we've been saying for a long time, maybe we need to get together an Asian team for something. So they will play the Mosconi Cup holders Europe for the inaugural Reyes Cup in the pool mad capital of the Philippines, Manila, in October. Just a month or so before the Mosconi Cup itself. But a lot to come in the meantime. The World Championship we've been talking about in Saudi Arabia next month. What a busy month August is. The European Open and US Open, both being contested from start to finish over a period of 19 days. And then back to Hanoi in October. It really was a phenomenal success, our first visit there last year. A wonderful final won by Jason Shaw. He'll be back there to defend his crown in the capital of Vietnam from the 8th of October. But this week, it's the only currently scheduled British-based event on the Matchroom major schedule for 2024. World Masters has moved to Germany, Premier League moved to the US, and
6 racks to 4.
it's America's turn to host the Mosconi this year. Robbie Capito leading 6-4.
Made a random ball, the purple 5. Things are just going Capito's way at the moment. These are the little storms that you have to avoid. It sounds like it's stopped raining outside. You can cut this ball in, you know, you can cut the 1 ball in. The brown 7 and the pink 4 looks like where the cue ball would go as it comes down table, though. Don't think he can hold it, it's too thin. He could try and find the gap in between the brown 7 and the blue 2. It's only a small gap though. Other than that, you put your ball, you take your chance. That will hurt. Should really be potting them at this level. It's a bad miss, but he's got away with it. Like I said, just riding this little wave at the minute when things are going his way.
Seen in these races to 13 that we have in these big finals how a bit of momentum behind you can be decisive in the end. Think back to that world final a couple of years ago when it was pretty close early on between Van Boning and Ocean, and then once Van Boning started winning racks, he was just relentless. Saw it in the final of this a couple of years ago. Again, Joshua Filler just got in a run and saw it all the way to the line.
Watch out, scratch. Can be an awful place to be sat in that chair where Mieszko is at the minute. Still only 6'4", but I mean, when you feel like you're just not getting your chances, but you've got to sit there, you've got to be patient and wait. We've seen that in Capito's semi-final against Labutus. That was very chop and change, wasn't it? It went one way, then the other. Another nice little flick there on the 2.
Yeah, we were saying it the other way round not so long ago. As you say, it is only 6'4", but it's one of those where Fortunski's got to win another rack soon, because if the lead gets much bigger, it starts to look like a long road back.
Missed that by a long old way, didn't it? But of course, it goes safe. Tried to roll it in, but it was a worrying strike.
Very out of character with what he's been doing for the last 20 minutes or so.
Foul strike. Ball in hand. Please stop.
Must all feel like it's all just slipping away from him so rapidly here.
He was always a big second favourite in this instance. Capito got away with one there. Just had to hope to hit it and get away with it, but he hasn't. Look at this shot he's trying to play. Got to be careful. Double hit.
Yeah, got to get the cue out of the way very quickly after making contact, but he's managed us, and there's a shot at the 3.
2 rails with the cue ball down towards the 9. He may be thinking outside chance of potting the 9 ball here. If he'd have hit it hard enough, it may have gone. I believe he's hooked himself. Yes, he has hooked himself.
We're at the stage of the match now, far enough into it that racks can start to feel particularly significant, and this has got the feel of one now, with the way it's unfolded and the situation in the match. Chance for Capito to really put some distance between them.
Draw the cue ball back into the 9. That lacked power. Lacked a lot of power. He should have been hitting that a lot harder, really getting the cue ball spin and just hope the 4 ball goes somewhere. Big moment for both players this, because Fortunski, if you look at the way he's sat in his chair, he's just a little bit down on himself.
It's unusual, really, to go into your first major final and be the favourite, but that's the position Fortunski's in. But that brings its own pressures. That, though, was at the start of the match. Capito is rapidly playing his own way into favouritism here.
Another good shot. I know it looks very easy, but it's very easy just to put a little bit of unwanted spin on the cue ball. That transfers onto the object ball. It catches the knuckle and stays up. Can make you look a bit foolish as well. Let's not forget the size of these pool balls.
So got away with that bad miss. And Robbie Capito has now won 5 racks in a row. He's past that halfway point in search of the target of 13. You ever played in Hong Kong, Carl?
Only in a couple of bars, Michael. That's about it. No tournaments.
So what were you doing there if there wasn't a tournament on?
I was stopping by with a friend. Went over to China. Spent 2 or 3 nights there. Decent place to go, actually. Have you been, Michael?
I've not been to Hong Kong. Well, we're all going, of course, is Saudi Arabia. We know about Khalid Al Ghamdi. There'll be a lot of Saudi players in the field. They're taking up a lot of the invitations. Have you come across any other Saudi players in the course of your career? No, they played in the World Cup last summer.
Not really, of course, like Al Khalid, I suppose, but you know, hopefully we go over there and maybe we see some talent that we've not been seeing.
Yeah, they are our representatives from Saudi Arabia who have come to watch this UK Open final. Saudi Arabia Billiards and Snooker Federation President Dr. Nasir Saab Al Shamani, and board member of the Federation,
Rack 12.
Abdulaziz
Robbie
bin
Capito
Thani.
to break, leading 7 racks to 4.
I'm sure they're enjoying what they're seeing from Robbie Capito at the moment. He's playing well, and he's 3 clear in this final.
What's he got on the red 3 ball here? Could actually chop it down the rail. That was at first glance there. I'm not sure where the other ball is. Yeah, maybe not. No value in that. Is he playing the cross bank? I wouldn't blame him. Looks like it sits up pretty nice, to be honest. Cross bank into the opposite side pocket. Draws the cue ball down off the bottom rail towards the 8 and 9 for a shot on the pink 4. No, he's having none of it. He's playing very, very reserved. We have seen that a lot over the course of the week. Players not really wanting to take on the big shots. There's a lot at stake though, isn't there, Michael? You know, you think, why not play more attacking 9-ball, but You know, when you look at what's on offer, what these guys can actually win in the course of a season, maybe we're going to see the odd 1 or 2 extra safety shots. One real kick. He just needs something good to happen. And something good has happened for Fortunski. Well, he's got the short cue out here.
Extension call.
He's playing the jump shot, try and leave the cue ball there. Send the 3 ball up table. Maybe even going for the pot, actually, looking at that.
Foul stroke. Ball in hand.
Fortunski has been patient. He's been froze off the table for some
Restart.
time. This is his chance.
Yeah, you talked about what's at stake. They're both on $15,000 as it is. $30,000, double your money if you win the title. And if it's to be for Fortunski, I feel he's got to take advantage of this, but what's gone on there?
Yeah, first shot's gone wrong, Michael. This is very thin now. Centre of the table he wanted to be. Good pot, but I don't think the cue ball is going to make it. It's a little short of pace. Big rack this now for me in this match. Well, he's loading up at some.
Oh, surely not. So, and that's almost certainly going to be 8-4.
Please start the clock.
The first shot is where it went wrong. May seem unlucky, but he should never have been there playing the bank shot.
Well, you rightly said he's been patient, waiting for his chance to stem the tide here. He's had his chance now and has passed it up. Oh, but Robbie Capito has made an even bigger mistake. What a moment this could be in the final.
He is in disbelief, just like us. Look at the 8 ball.
And Mieszko Fortunski out of his chair so quickly. So it looked as though Capito was going to make it half a dozen racks in a row. But a shocking miss on the 8 has resulted in Mieszko Fortunski finally getting another one on the board. Oh, there's still a lot of pool to be played here tonight. Capito leads 7-5 in the UK Open final.
you wanna make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
Welcome back to the final of the UK Open Championship. Well, it looked like this match was slowly slipping away from Fortunski, but after the pole scratched and it looked like Capito had capitalised, he missed a shocker of an 8-ball. So can that start the comeback, or will Capito completo the job? To guide you through the rest of this match then, Carl Boyes is alongside Phil Yates.
Abby, thank you. Yes, what an absolutely extraordinary blunder. It was a Capito calamity, and
Mieszko Fortunski to break.
when you miss a ball like that,
27
Carl,
racks to 5.
the pool gods rarely let you off.
Yeah, what a huge moment in this final. As Fortunski breaks, made the 8-ball, and he's got a shot on the yellow one. That's not bad. Yeah, he's not potted the one in the side where he wants, but forget about that for a minute. Tell you what, Phil, I'm going through some commentators today. You're my third of the final.
Keeping the best till last. You see, I've caught that off you, that big-headedness.
Full table draw. That's where he's aiming on the cue ball. How about this for a shot, by the way? How about that one?
As soon as that 8-ball went wide, I thought, things will turn. It's just the way of things in cue sport. The reason he missed it, he was playing with an excessive amount of side, but even so, he shouldn't have botched it up.
No, Phil. I mean, fancy missing an easy 8-ball like that. Green 6-9 combo will be coming up soon. It sits nice. That's all right. You can just get the cue ball on the back rail.
Extension called.
Remember, even though he convincingly won his semi-final, he's not had a break in run-outs all day, in that match or in this.
Didn't fancy the combo.
This game never fails to amaze. Without a break and run out, as I said, throughout the course of the semi-final and final so far. But when Capito missed the 8, it was as though the pool god said, OK, go for it, Mieszko.
Yeah, it's not just going to cost you one rack, Robbie. It's going to cost you a minimum of 2. Oh my word.
I don't know what was worse, the 8 or the 7. Ludicrous.
I was very surprised he didn't play for the combo, but
Extension called.
when he potted the 6 and got on the 7, I thought, well, Yeah, I get it. You don't need to play the combo, but using the extension on the cue, stretching. Got to be careful you don't scratch it in the bottom right corner pocket. Or 3 rails. 2 rails, rather. Yeah, that's okay. Another steal. Back-to-back steals.
Robbie Capito leads the rack.
The memory of the missed 8 ball in the previous rack. Not erased, but eased. This time it's Fortunski sitting there wondering, how can you miss a ball like that? 8-5.
It's amazing what you see on a pool table. You've got to keep focused all the time. Don't take no shot for granted. Here it is. Playing with right spin, pushes the cue ball to the left a little bit. Hangs it over the pocket. End of story. 8-5 to Capito.
You can never write a script for a big final. Strange things happen. None stranger than the 2 pots we've seen missed. Won by both players in the last couple of racks. Almost defies belief. Fact is though, Robbie Capito is now only 5 racks away from hoisting the trophy aloft.
Rack 14. Robbie Capito to break. Leading 8 racks to 5.
That's a common occurrence, isn't it? A ball going off a point of a middle pocket and shooting into a corner. In this case, it's the 1 ball. And look how the 2 dresses up.
Yeah, I can't quite tell where that pink 4 is though, how much of distraction it will be when he cues up to pot the blue 2 ball.
Yeah, definitely hampered. But maybe not to the detriment of
Extension call.
the pot itself. What a shot. For me, the best of the final so far.
Yeah, that was very special. Jacked up, had to rip it in. As I said, the table's playing slower here than previous other open events, so you've got to put a bit more into the cue ball. Really was splendid.
When you think Carly came here 51 in the World Nineball Tour rankings, he's going to be bordering the top 20 if he prevails tonight. Wanted the cue ball to travel a tad more there though, having to play this with check side.
Yeah, good recovery. Wasn't ideal on the 4-ball. Still got 5 balls to pot, but when you look at the scoreline, could have been 7-6 with Fortunski breaking. Hangs the 7-ball over the pocket. Capito steals the rack to make it 8-5, and then this is from the break-off.
Yes, it would be his 4th break-in run-out of the match. I'm sure the missed 8-ball a couple of racks ago has sharpened his focus. There would have been a steward's inquiry if he'd missed that one. And indeed this.
Robbie Capito wins the rack.
It is a 4-rack cushion now for the 22-year-old from Hong Kong. Robbie Capito, 9, Mieszko Fortunski, 5 in this race to 13. The winning post just coming into view.
Two crazy racks there, wasn't it, Phil? The missed 8 from Capito, and then the very next rack of Fortunski's break, he missed a 7 over the pocket.
He's won a couple of Asian junior titles. That's Robbie Capito. But he's experienced nothing like the pressure here. The fans really enjoying this. VIPs from Saudi Arabia also. There's the boss, Emily Fraser, on the front row. I'll tell you what, when we turned up here on Tuesday, Robbie Capito, yes, he's known and he's respected.
Rack 15.
Was he on the
Robbie
short
Capito
list
break, leading 9 racks to 5.
of possible champions? Not on mine.
No, we're always going to pick, you know, the top ranked players. That's just the nature of sport. Every sport's the same. But I'll tell you what, if you was going to pick, let's say, a list of 10 players for breaking through on the circuit, you know, under the age of 25, you'd have been on my list. And probably Jeremy Jones's as well.
Four in front, even though he's had 2 dry breaks. What's causing Fortunski's problems? A lack of fluency.
Yeah, and he's not interested in the push out. He's going for the jump shot. Trying to change the final around.
Foul stroke.
Well, this is just errors galore.
Ball in hand.
I'm really shocked he didn't get over the purple 5. That is
Please start the clock.
That is so rare in the modern game.
Rocked to the core by that missed 7-ball. For Capito here, it's all about not getting too excited. Just play the balls, try and block out the occasion.
It's a tiny bit short of pace. I'm sure he can still find a way to find the gap.
to guarantee not making contact with the 8. He checked up the cue ball.
Please start the shot clock. Thank you.
That was a rather loud hiccup from someone. We had a couple of pool hiccups in racks 12 and 13. He's been playing this game for 20 of his 22 years, but he's never felt quite like this. This is big time.
Doesn't want to be straight on the purple 5. Anything other than straight. Don't blame him for wiping the cue down here. He knows this is the big shot now. Because the angle's steeper than... That tells you when Robbie gets down on this ball and he's behind it. And also, if the ball's touching the rail, which it is, me personally, I'd always prefer it off the rail. Some players different, some prefer it on. Just flick the rail on the way down. Maybe Capito's like me, he prefers it just off the rail.
Please start the clock. Thank you.
After the Fortunski foul, I really thought that Capito would go on and dish up there. Now it's the pole with a ray of light. A ball that has to go in, and it surely will. It was so desperately needed for Mieszko Fortunski after Robbie Capito missed the 5 ball down the long rail. This match very much alive. It's 9-6.
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
Welcome back to the UK Open here in Telford. Well, if you fancy something away from sport, we've got a mystery thriller. Force of Nature, The Dry 2 returns for its sequel and is available now on Sky Cinema. Well, we've not seen many dry breaks here, have we? 9-6 here, as Fortunski capitalising on a Capito error there. And it is 9-6. So to guide you through the remainder of the action, let's get back to Carl Boys and Philly 8.
You know, since the inception of the World Nineball Tour, we've been blessed with a whole succession of very tight, tense, dramatic, classic finals. This could yet be another.
Thank you, rack 16. Mieszko Fortunski to break, showing 9 racks to 6.
But Fortunski can't afford to trade racks now. He has to go on a run.
That's actually a better break off. The one ball's been missing for Fortunski. Move the cue ball further towards the centre of the break box this time. Testing long pot though. I feel he's got to take it on though. Especially after the missed 7 ball. Try and knock one in, give you that little bit of confidence to move on in this final. That's better. He's got a shot on this 3. Needs a full ball hit. Put so much into the pot, forgot about the cue ball.
Extension call.
Did he get there, Phil, as he got the hook?
Well, the crowd who clapped, I think so, were a little premature, weren't they?
Extension call.
Well, he can see the 3 ball. This isn't going to get there. This is opportunity for Fortunski. Another long pot needed. This is the shot he's faced with. He's 9-6 down in a race to 13. Beautiful pot, beautiful control with the cue ball. The beat was right on his backswing and all.
Yeah, the delivery of the cue was unhurried, smooth. Always a good sign.
when he pots this ball, he's got to make sure he doesn't flick the 8-ball. Flicking the 8-ball pulls it further to the right hand side of the table. Yeah, that's good. So that's job done here. It's looking like 9-7.
Lightning doesn't strike twice, even though it's been stormy here in Telford this evening. The 7-ball this time goes in. At his lowest ebb, Mieszko Fortunski faced a 4-rack deficit. Now it's only 2. And the most remarkable thing for me is that he got through his semi-final earlier. He's now right there in the final, there or thereabouts, and he's still not had a break or run out all day. At this level, Carl, that's amazing.
It is amazing, because if you look at Capito, he's at 40%. Fortunski obviously missed that 7-ball. That would have been his first of the day. What's amazing is he's averaging more balls on the break than Capito, but it's not the 1-ball in the side, unlike Robbie. He's potting the 1-ball in the side time and time again. Fortunski isn't, and Fortunski's hoping a random ball goes in the pocket.
Yes, Fortunski, fewer missed pots than Capito, a better pot success rate, a better pot success rate from distance also, and yet he's 2 adrift.
Hanging on in is the Butcher, and it's the Butcher to break.
17. Mieszko Fortunski to break, trailing 9 racks to 7.
Yeah, no 1-ball in the side. It's another dry break for Fortunski. Don't think the break shot is easy, by the way. That just shows you the angle the 1-ball has to keep going to find the side pocket. It's very easy to miss and hit the jaw. Sometimes it hits both jaws. It says 1 dry break, and even though he's made balls, I'm looking at the 1-ball going in the side. If it doesn't go in the side and another ball goes in, it doesn't really mean you're breaking well.
Push out called.
He's rolling out into the jump shot. Well,
Mieszko, it's your choice.
that's a little bizarre, because Fortunski never, ever is going to give this back. The 1-ball's over the pocket. I wonder if Capito's noticed the previous jump shot from Mieszko where he fouled and thought, you're not very good with this cue. Have another go.
Generally, he is, though.
He was always going to take that shot on. At this level, it's a hanger.
Right from 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning when this competition began, we've had some real push-out head scratchers, haven't we? Decisions that obviously aren't correct.
Extension call.
Yeah, we don't miss a trick from the commentary booth. We don't miss a trick. But when you're out there, it's very easy to get flustered. Obviously, you've got a shot clock. You've got to make your mind up pretty quick as well.
Yes, when you're nervous, it can manifest itself in so many ways.
Went for the combo with an element of safety. Good shot. That's exactly what it is, Phil. It's the nerves, it's the situation. You're involved in a pool match battle in front of not the biggest crowd we've ever seen, but There's still a few in here cheering on and clapping and getting involved. Surely he can't get through to that, can he?
Extension call.
Well, I'll tell you what, cameraman's done well there, giving us that view. Jumping over the edge. Watch the scratch. Ooh, that was close.
How many times does he play shots when the beeps have been going? He seems as though he's entirely unaffected by it. Looks away in disgust. What about this 2-9 combination call?
Well, it's definitely on. Oh, it looks unmissable. It would be unmissable with ball in hand. Queuing off the rail, bit of distance, but look at that, this sets up very nice indeed.
The penny drops, the realisation hit. As soon as Mieszko Fortunski saw those balls come to rest. From distance, they could not have been any better for a combo. And it's just what Robbie Capito needed. He's back 3 in front, 2-9.
And he's on double figures, Phil. He's hit the magic number of 10, not quite the number he needs, race to 13, but he only needs 3 more.
In his quarter-final last night, he was convinced it was a race to 11 against Joshua Fuller. It wasn't, of course, it was a race to 10. This is definitely 13. I think he knows.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreline from here on in, Fortunski's got to beat Capito 6 racks to 2. Seems unlikely from what we've seen so far, that number, doesn't it, Phil? But just got to stay with him, keep the pressure on, keep it building.
Yes, especially because while Capito's had his quality table time, that's not really been the case for his opponent. Mieszko Fortunski has been feeding off scraps. And to continually win a very high percentage of disjointed frames at top level, yes, it's possible, but not probable.
Rack 18. Robbie Capito to break. Leading 10 racks to 7.
Good news for Polish pool fans. No shot on the blue 2. Cue ball got kicked up there actually. But he's making the 1 ball in the side more. He's breaking better.
Much like that purple 5 ball, the brains of these two are in a spin. So much up for grabs. And of course they've never had anything like it before, no frame of reference. It's all brand new to them.
Yes, Kate, it's your choice.
I Yeah, I just had a quick glance there. I think Fortunski will not give this back either. A few of the push-outs from Capito not really giving his opponent much to think of, really. He's got numerous options here. He could even go for the pot. Could kick him behind as well. Kick and stick. He went for the pot.
The bare fact of the matter, Fortunski hasn't played the same pool in this match that he played to get here. When you think he's beaten the likes of Mohamed Soufi, Naoki Oi, James Aranas, Koping Chung.
Extension call.
Needs a flick. Well, I'll tell you what, Phil. That's set up for a combo, you know. I'm convinced the 7-ball has come back and left a combination. Even if the combo is lined up for the top rail, it'll turn over and go in. Well, he doesn't know the trick there. That surprised me. If the combo is aiming for the top jaw, you have to hit the opposite side of the ball to turn it over. He tried to hit it really thin.
Yes, and the shot clock management left something to be desired there as well.
Where's this cue ball going? It's not great, is it? Struggled with a few shots in tonight's finals for Fortunski. He was the player who played first. He's had a lot of time to chill out and rest. It was Capito who only had about just over an hour. Well, he'll go for the bank here, Phil. That's a big pocket near the brown 7. Looks unmissable from here. Don't forget about the cue ball, though. He's got to get on the pink 4.
Frustrated, wiping down the cue after his last shot, but now he's back to the table. Carl was right. That was, for these guys, a gimme. But the 4-ball to middle most certainly isn't. Every pot to the side is a pot you have to treat with kid gloves, and he's knocked in 2 good ones on the trot.
He'd love to get close to the 8 ball, but he might not be able to. Over near the left side pocket should be okay, but you don't want to go too close to it. Yeah, so he's got a bit of distance here.
It thought about it. It stayed on the pocket for a split second that must have seemed like an eternity for Fortunski.
Some of them stay up, some of them don't.
And Fortunski is staying in the hunt. 10-8. This is a very competitive final.
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone. If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
Who will be the third name engraved on the Bet-Victor UK Open trophy? Two giants of European pool are there already, Joshua Filler and Eklund Kachi. Will Mieszko Fortunski make it a European hat-trick, or will it be an Asian triumph for Robbie Capito? Fortunski lost in thought, couldn't be concentrating any harder. I thought when he went 9-5 down, it was a case of, well, yes, he's got a chance, but only a slim one. Now he's got a realistic chance. And Robbie Capito still 3 racks away from what would be a major breakthrough in his career.
Thank you, rack 19. Mieszko Fortunski to break, trailing 10 racks to 8.
That's okay. That is more than okay. Obviously he's concerned why he's not putting the 1 ball, but it looked like it went very close. Top jaw, bottom jaw. You got to be so precise. All that matters though, Phil, is he's potted a ball and he's on the 1. That is it. Always got to take a bit of care with these though. You just can't really flick that top jaw a little bit like that. Just too many mistakes for Fortunski when he's getting an opportunity to get real close, like just 1 behind or tie it up.
It is not a high standard final. That is just the sum and substance of it. But I think that was almost inevitable, considering that these two are in a very alien environment.
Extension call.
Yeah, and it's the man at the table who you would just give the edge to, not just because of the scoreline, but he's the player who seems to be potting the balls better. I know he had that little mishap on the 8 ball. But other than that, he seems to be handling the situation the best.
It was vital to clear the brown 7 ball, and Capito has done that. Again, those beeps going off multiple times, but he doesn't panic.
Yeah, he's just looking at trying to get in behind this 6 ball. Playing that into that side pocket. That's a no-go. The other side pocket from there isn't too bad. A little bit of an angle here though, Phil. Cue ball's coming away from the 7 now. Oh, he got into the cue ball there. He got into it a lot.
Yes, when you think back to the cream of the crop in terms of the shots played in this match, he's been responsible for the vast majority.
Yeah, even shots like that, they're being hit with more authority.
Robbie Capito wins the rack.
The wish list in terms of racks goes to 2 for Robbie Capito. There is a 3 rack difference between them now. You know, if Robbie Capito were to win tonight, he would go into the top 3 in terms of the qualification standings for the inaugural Reyes Cup, together with Aloysius Shap of Singapore and Co of Chinese Taipei. That's heady stuff. If Mieszko Fortunski prevails, then he goes right into the heart of possible contention for the Moscow Cup, and indeed the Reyes Cup.
Yeah.
Moscow Cup, why he'd be alongside David Alcadian, a player we saw lose in the semi-finals today. Piers Laboutis. Of course, it's very early in the qualification process, but get the points while you can. And in the first week of June, the mega event, the World Nineball Championship in Saudi Arabia, could, in fact, we know it will,
leading 11 racks to 8.
Shake up everything.
A lot at stake here for these two players. Not just everything that you've just mentioned, Phil. It's the confidence going forward on tour as well, knowing that you can do it. He's got a shot at the one ball. He has a shot at the one ball. If he pots it, cue ball looks like it's going to come down naturally to the ball, towards the bottom rail for the red 3. Has he scratched? Oh, that is
All in hand.
That is a big missed opportunity there, Phil. It wasn't that difficult, but it's how much he's missed it by. He didn't even hit one of the jaws, and the cue balls found the pocket. It should be nowhere near the pocket. Yeah, this is a thing that Capito does quite a lot, puts the old eye drops in.
And now the cue ball is dropped.
Extension call.
What an opportunity for Fortunski to pull one back.
It's not ideal when you struggle in this. Top right corner at the right pace means you can cheat the pocket. Just wondering if he can slide by the 8, or does he have to run the cue ball into the 8? Another opportunity here for Mieszko, and it's gone wrong again. He just can't get a grip on this final. He's had some chances, he just hasn't been taking them.
It's a whole series of mistakes in every single department. Well, if in doubt, and it's worked out okay.
It's certainly adding to the drama. This could have gone anywhere. Actually nearly went in. Even that's gone safe. Both players have had chances in this rack. Both players have also kicked and got safe. Almost like a bit of justice, Phil. That's tough. I don't think he'll take that on. That is very tough. Yeah, that's the shot for me. Get the hook. How big of a rack is this now? As I said, both players had opportunities to win this rack. Capito, if he does win it, he goes on the hill. That would mean Fortunski's got to win the last 5.
Extension call.
Okay, he's trying to pop this in the top right. Chance number 2. This is a good chance. It's an easy chance. Surely he's got to take this. Combo to start with. Still very much in this match. 11-9 is... it's nothing. There's nothing in it.
On the World Nineball Tour, we've seen lots of players perform gloriously in finals and lose. Right now, for these two, it's nothing to do with performance, it's all about the W.
Mieszko Fortunski, winning the rack.
He's nothing if not stubborn. Again, Robbie Capito encounters a setback. It's 11-9. I think this final is totally in keeping with the rest of the week. It's been a grind at times. The size of the pockets have contributed to that. And we've seen an awful lot of intriguing, very close matches. Who could possibly ignore the possibility of this one going all the way?
Well, he's nicely poised now. 11-9 in a race to 13. Capito, his last 4 matches have all been this close. He showed he can handle it. But this is the big one. This is the final.
You're right about those matches. (10-7) over Anthony Brabin, 10-8 over Fedor Gorge, 10-9
Trailing
Joshua
11 racks
Fuller,
to 9.
11-9, Pius Labutis. Well, the one goes in the side this time, but look at the 2-ball, being very rude.
Well, at least he finally made the one in the side. It's been rare. Doesn't half add to the drama though, this, doesn't it? You know, we've seen matches where, you know, players have had multiple break and runs and that keeps your opponent in the chair, but this lends itself to both players getting table time. The push out is trickier just because the 2-ball's near the middle pocket.
Extension call.
So much so he's had to use the extension.
Not unique, but rare to use your time extension on a push out. Remember, it's a 30-second shot clock, but only one extension per player per rack. And Fortunski has burnt his already.
How's about that for a decision? Decided to play the kick. That has to be low percentage, surely.
Robbie Capito coming to the table, surely pleasantly surprised.
Extension called.
But that's a symptom of pressure. Questionable shot selection decisions.
Yeah, this is a funny one. Does he try and bring it down one rail? It's quite a sharp angle. Or does he try and pump it off 2 rails? He's got to hit it hard. Oh, he hit that one pure. Believe me. He had a big angle there. He really had to time the cue ball well, and he did. He's got 15 seconds left. He's used his extension.
Needs to take the cue ball here from one end of the table to the other and then do it again.
Look at the spin. That'll pull the cue ball up. Table. This is the shot now. Don't think this is easy. It isn't. Yeah, this is what he's faced with. If he draws back, he might flick the 7-ball. If he goes forward with loads of spin, that's hard to get back down the bottom end of the table. Can he miss the 7-ball? Oh, he can. This needs to go. This is ideal, Phil. This is ideal. He's absolutely perfect. 100 balls potted for Capito. 71 for Fortunski.
Capito could be just 13 balls away from lifting this trophy. It's so easy to sit here and second guess, but when he didn't push out Fortunski, Even Carl Boyes said it was low percentage. That was the overriding impression.
Yeah, a couple of strange shot selections. Said it's a final. It's unknown territory.
Well, he has missed a really important ball down the rail before.
He's missed it, Phil. He has missed the 8 ball up the rail. He didn't get great on it, but he did not hit this good at all.
Similar to the missed 5 ball down the long rail. He didn't knock in rack 15. That cost him.
Mieszko Fortunski somehow is still in this final. This 9 ball to get to just 1 behind.
He's playing a million miles away from his best, and yet he's still punching. And I'll tell you what, he could deliver the knockout blow.
If you want to make it, then you can take it, but you better get in the zone.
What a match. Not in terms of quality, let's not beat about the bush, but in terms of drama and what it means to these two to make the breakthrough into the big time. Robbie Capito, 11. Mieszko Fortunski 10, and amidst all of those statistics, that's the only one that really matters right now.
Yeah, well said, Phil.
Okay.
I'll tell you who's watching, Andy Goldstein. He's going to be playing in the US Open in Atlantic City in August. He says he fancies his chances.
Thank you.
Yeah, he sent me a message saying he's going to beat these lot.
Rack 22.
Andy Goldstein,
Mieszko Fortunski to break.
US Open
Trailing
champion.
11 racks to 10.
Nineball.
And then the other question, cue ball.
Just started to find the break though, hasn't it? Pot in the one. Cue ball got an unfortunate knock down the bottom end of the table. Just can't get a shot on the lowest ball.
Now, of course, it's not just a matter of holding your nerve, it's a matter of retaining your concentration. These two have been fully invested for 3 hours now.
Extension call.
It's a marathon contest.
Yeah, with all the breaks and things like that, and the referee wrecking the balls, of course, it's not a 3-hour match. Wants to try and find the top rail. Rolling up towards the purple 5.
Foul stroke. Ball in hand.
Oh, he didn't call push. I think we should check
Call
that
push.
if we can. Well, referee's discretion.
What a seismic moment.
We've seen it before, Phil. Skylar Woodward's done it before in the Moscone Cup.
Extension call.
When you're playing the push out, you have to tell the referee, otherwise we don't know what shot you're playing, do we? We don't know if you're playing the rollout or you've tried to kick at the ball. Oh, wow. In amongst it all, Phil, I wasn't looking at the table. He's gone for the combo.
Well, that's why I use the word seismic, because of what was left. But he doesn't complete the job.
I'll tell you what, I need to look at the table layout. I don't think he needed to go for the combo. He didn't really.
Just on declaring the push out, he didn't complain, did he? He didn't complain to the referee, which suggests to me that he didn't say push out in the heat of the moment. He forgot. But it's not going to matter.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, he's back at the table, so whether he did or he didn't, you know, you've always got to take the referee. Referee's there to referee the match. He makes the final decision. Ben Taylor Fuente. He's battling hard here. He can't get the cue ball where he wants. And look at this shot he's faced with here.
He's missed a lot of these shots by hitting them too thick. And he did so again.
We've seen some classic finals. Hill. of late. Just because this hasn't all been singing and dancing, he's still delivering the drama.
Yes, quality doesn't matter when it gets down to this stage, does it?
Might try and go rail first here and cut it along the... Yeah, he hit it wrong though. That's what he tried. Because if you miss the pots, it usually bounces back out towards the 9. Of course, we're talking about whoever wins this. They could catapult into winning more majors like Francisco Sanchez Ruiz did. What about the player who loses though? The player who loses who thinks, I had some chances in that final.
Yes, I think Mieszko Fortunski, if he was to be beaten, would be extremely disappointed. But I think Robbie Capito would be even more disappointed, dejected, distraught. Go on, Cole, you're the analyst.
Listen, I've been there, I've been on the table when things are not going your way, in the sense of you're just not quite cueing how you would like, you've missed a few balls. Things just start to get on top of you. We can all sit here and say what's going on, it's easy, but it isn't. This happens in all sports, doesn't it? We've seen it in
Can we mark Mieszko's extension, please?
every walk of life of sport, and the safety shot's gone wrong. Cue ball should have been on the top rail near the 9. He is raging.
He's missed his share, has Capito, but when it comes to the big shot, he's knocked in more than his opponent. Here's an extremely big shot.
Needs to find the middle of the bag as well, because he's got to play it with pace, and he's done that better than anyone this week on this very table. Time and time again, he's found the middle of the pocket. Biggest shot of the match that was, just because of what's been going on out there in the last 15 minutes. Just regrouping. Maybe something caught his eye line. Again, that's the pressure as well. You seem to notice everything. Robbie Capito is about to get himself on the hill. It was a stressful rack.
Robbie Capito wins the rack.
Mieszko Fortunski played a mystery shot from 6 to 7. But there's no mystery now, it's crystal clear. Robbie Capito needs one more to be crowned the UK Open champion. He leads 12-10. Oh, what an incident-packed rack that was. Ultimately, though, it will be remembered for Capito's superb pot on the 7. As clean as a whistle.
I'm just glad the rack wasn't decided on I said push out or I didn't say push out. Fortunski had his chances. He had plenty of chances. He's had plenty of chances in the whole match. Just not happened. But he's still there, Phil. He's still 12-10. He only needs 3 racks.
This is Mieszko Fortunski, who everyone knows has got bundles of ability, and yet today, on this table, he's played 37 racks and he's not had 1 break and run out.
Robbie Capito to break on the hill, leading 12 racks to 10.
That might be the wildest stat of all. No break and runs for Fortunski. All you want is a chance when you're on the hill to win the title. He's going to get that chance. If you could break the balls on the hill to win a tournament, you would pay big money for this split. It's all about the first shot.
Is it going to be a symmetrical success? He laid out his stall by winning the very first rack with a break and run out. Is he going to win the last in identical fashion? Given the way the match has gone, I would say probably not.
Two ways of playing this shot. He could draw it off the side rail near the 5 and back out. He
Extension
could
call.
2 rail swing it round and hold for the 3. He could even go forward with a bit of right. This is personal preference. How would you like to hit this shot? I think he's going 2 rails. Well, he's dragged it. 2 rails. Here we go. That's good. Very good.
Had the self-confidence to apply the side spin.
Overall, Phil, if Capito goes on to clear the table, I think the right player has won this final.
Oh, he's definitely been the better player. Years ago, his parents from the Philippines but living in Hong Kong went to a toy shop and bought their son a small pool table, and from the age of 2 he's been knocking in balls, but never as important as these last 4.
In practice, these balls would disappear.
Yesterday he beat Fedor Gorsht and Joshua Filler back to back. That was dreamland. He's 3 pots away from Nirvana.
Anywhere up for this 7 ball should get the job done. May have to draw the cue ball now. If he'd have landed straight or just off straight, he'd have played for the 9 in the bottom left. Now he can't. Just put 1 good stroke on this ball, draw it over off the left rail, and you've won the UK Open. He's got the job done. He has got the job done.
He's making doubly sure it is a race to 13. He doesn't want to celebrate too early. Celebrate now! What a result! Hong Kong has a great tradition of cue sport success. In pool, there's a great tradition of jumping on the table when you are the champion. And that distinction falls to Robbie Capito. 22 years of age, he has made the breakthrough at the Pet Victor UK Open. 13-10 the final score, and Carl Boys, that was something.
It was something, it had it all. Was it the greatest standard we've ever seen? No, but it's about drama, it's about winning, it's about getting to 13. Robbie Capito got to 13, and look what it means to him, Phil. It means everything.
I knew there would be tears because he was close last night when he came through the quarterfinals. That was the decisive ball. He's won $30,000 US, his biggest ever payday by a distance. He's now into the qualification picture for the Reyes Cup. He could make the World Masters, of course, down the line. So many doors will open. But one thing is absolutely guaranteed. He is the UK Open champion, and his name will go on that trophy next to Joshua Filler and Eklund Kachi. Let's go down to Ashley.
What an enthralling final we've been treated to, and I'm delighted to say, Robbie Capito, you are our 2024 UK Open champion. I can see the tears in your eyes and just how much this victory means to you.
Because I've been working so hard for this. Before this tournament, I've been in the Philippines, just training, and then, you know, my dad passed away when I was very young. He brought me into this sport, and I never let him see me get the trophy. So I just hope that he's proud of me up there, and also for Mom, and also my friends and family that support me.
I have no doubt that your father's watching down on you, and like you say, your friends and your family have been watching you all week. You've had such an impeccable week. What have you made of the whole experience?
I just tried to stay calm, you know, just my mental coach has been helping me a lot. Sarah, hope she's watching, and also my teammates there for the support. Yeah, so the thing I learned from this is just to stay calm, and if you just go step by step, things will go your way.
You did seem very calm and collected, and that has been the secret to your performance this week. This is your first ever major final. Was that the secret for you for the success tonight?
Yeah, because the whole week, lots of things weren't going my way, but I just tried to stay calm, and then eventually I just fought back slowly, and then I just still can't believe that I managed to take this title. Yeah.
Enjoy the moment. I know this is massive for you personally, but also for Hong Kong, for Paul in Hong Kong. This is big.
This is very big, yeah, because our sport is going to be, the funds, the supporting funds by the government is going to be cut by almost 90%. So we have to rely on, you know, maybe working another job, or, you know, just rely on the prize money. So it's going to be tough for us next year. So hopefully this will make a statement for, you know, for the Hong Kong government to look up to Hong Kong and Hong Kong pool, that the Hong Kong pool is still alive here.
Well, you've done it. You've achieved your first title. Huge congratulations, Robbie. Give him a round of applause, everyone. Now, Mieszko, it wasn't meant to be this evening, but you've had a fantastic week as well. Just sum up how you're feeling.
Yeah, of course I'm happy. I'm a runner-up. Big congratulations to my opponent. He played great. He made a lot of good shots. It wasn't my match, so I couldn't feel good game, and didn't have position after the breaks. So that's the pool.
256 players started in this competition this week. You made it to the top 2. That's a massive achievement. So although there must be the initial disappointment of losing the final, I mean, you've got to walk away with a smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm still happy, and thank you everyone for support. And that's it. Next time.
What a wonderful runner-up. Please, yeah, huge round of applause. Let's get the presentations underway and head over to our MC, Tahir.
Well, it's now time for the official presentation of the BetVictor UK Open. It's time to welcome your presentation party. From the Saudi Arabia Billiard and Snooker Federation, please welcome Dr. Nasser Al-Shamari and CEO of Match Multisport, Emily Fraser. Up first, we award this year's runner-up, the winner of $15,000. Please give it up and make some noise for the butcher, Mieszko Fortunski. And now, coming to collect his trophy and $30,000, his first ever World Nineball Tour Ranking Championship. Please give it up, make some noise from Hong Kong, Robbie Capito! Let's hear it again for your champion, Robbie Capito.
Incredible scenes here at the Telford International Centre. Our brand new UK Open champion, Robbie Capito. A dream win for the 22-year-old. As he said there, he's been playing since he was just 2 years of age, and he's now a major champion. You can see the tears in his eyes. He has just fulfilled a lifelong dream. In danger, as he just mentioned to Ashley there, of losing funding from the government back home in Hong Kong. How significant this could be in his career. A huge moment, and it could inspire great things back home, both for himself and for youngsters coming through. His temperament was absolutely incredible throughout the tournament, really. Yesterday, he got the better of Fedor Gorst and Joshua Filler en route to booking his spot in the final. And there, even in the final, Carl Boyce joins me now. Even in the final, his temperament throughout this tournament has been absolutely spectacular, hasn't it, Carl?
Yeah, it has. I think that's what's won it him in the end. You know, he stayed focused. He stayed, you know, he stuck to his guns. You know, even when he was sat in his chair, he was just sat upright, focused. The way he glides around the table, you know, he never wandered. As where, if you look at some of the other players he's beat, sometimes it was the old head in the hand and a bit slumped. But you know what, a match, it wasn't the high standard, but it had all the drama.
Yeah, it wasn't the highest standard, but he hit the ball with far more authority, and his cue ball control throughout this tournament was a little bit better.
You play pool?
A little bit.
No, you're right, yeah, it was. I mean, obviously, Mieszko missed quite a few balls. He was pulling out the shots, a bit indecisive on some of the shot selections. But, you know, Robbie, he was hitting the ball a lot firmer. He was giving the pocket a chance because, you know, we've spoke about the pockets all week. He handled the slower cloth better. It's been a little slower this week. He's adapted the best, and he's won a big major. But
even when he had a scratch, even when things weren't going his way, he put that to the back of his mind so quickly. That is so impressive. Still just 22 years of age as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's so young, just 22 years of age, and, you know, he's won a tournament like this, Matchroom, you know, all these events getting added to the World Nineball Tour calendar. What a future he's got. And, you know, I thought in the end, you know, he missed that 8 ball, then he missed another ball later on, but he just sat there, he was positive, and a very worthy winner.
And a word on Fortunski, because it does feel like we are edging towards seeing that first Polish winner of one of these major tournaments. It's going to happen soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it will. They've got far too many good players. Obviously, he was smiling quite a lot there when Emily was, you know, talking to him. But on reflection, it's not easy getting to one of these finals. He'll look back and he'll think, is that one that's got away? I just didn't play well in the final.
Absolutely right. Well, it was Robbie Capito's night here in Telford. Not too long to wait, though, until we've got more major action here on Sky Sports, because the World Championship returns between the 3rd and the 8th of June as FSR looks to defend his title. So make sure you join us for that one. Jot it down in your notebooks and come and join us. We'll see you very, very soon.
I don't do this for the paycheck. Money doesn't matter to me anymore. There's nothing like it, no replacement. Step out on the field and